steps, guys.
Can you believe it? The city is buzzing with the news that Jesus, the King of the Jews, has arrived.
A lot of singing won't achieve much.
We've seen crowds before, but never like this. And there's people everywhere waiting to see him and to be healed by him.
This was the case just last week when we all arrived in Jericho. There's a shortish guy who lives there called Zacchaeus. Now he just wants to see Jesus, see what all the fuss is about. But he's too short to see over the crowd and no one will let him in. So he thinks to himself, if only I can get higher. And he runs ahead and climbs a tree, hoping that Jesus will come by there and that people won't keep blocking his view on purpose.
You see, he's not the most popular guy in town. He's gotten rich off being in charge of the people who collect taxes on behalf of the Romans.
He has the job, but somebody's got to do it. Hey, I'm not a player. Look, there he is, Jesus, Rabbi, Master. Hey, Zach, hurry down. I'm hoping you're going to invite me around for dinner tonight.
Yes.
John, don't worry about going to the market to buy food for dinner tonight.
Certainly, Master.
What's Jesus up to? I mean, why is he getting all chummy with that crook Zacchaeus?
Jesus, Master, I'll give half my money to the poor, and if I've ever cheated anyone, I'll pay them back 4 times what I stole.
Oh, sure.
Zacchaeus, today is Salvation Day in this home. Here he is, Zacchaeus, also a son of Abraham, for the Son of Man came to find and restore the lost.
How amazing is that? Could Zacchaeus, collaborating with the Romans, really be a Jew's Jew, a son of Abraham?
Well, you might reckon that's pretty amazing. This is Zacchaeus' character being stealing, even giving away half his money to the poor. But let me tell you something. Until 2 weeks ago, I couldn't see a thing. I was blind as. Anyway, I was on the road outside of town begging like I usually do. And I heard that Jesus was coming, so I started to shout to attract his attention. That embarrassed some people, including that mob over there. That made me just shout louder and louder. Shouted, Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me.
What is it you want?
Teacher, I want to see.
Be on your way. Your faith has healed you.
And I could see, and I haven't left the crowd for a minute since.
Now we're back in Jerusalem, and Jesus is teaching in the temple courts as usual. We're there, listening and learning. I've heard a rumour that some people want to try and find a way to arrest him. But with these crowds of people always around, hanging on every word Jesus says, it will never happen. Jesus, we all know that you're a great teacher and you teach the truth about God. But here's what we really want to know. Is it right for us to pay taxes to the Romans?
Yeah, good question. What about that?
Does anyone have a coin? Anyone have a coin?
Yes, I have.
Thank you. Take a look at this coin, at the image stamped on it. Is that an image of God or the government?
Well, it's our non-residential head of state, so I suppose it's the government.
Then, give to the government what belongs to the government. But you are men and women, and the image stamped on you is the image of God. So give to God what belongs to God.
But what belongs to God?
Take a look at this. A widow and a rich person were wanting to help the poor. Can you be a widow? Can you be a rich person? Thank you. The rich person. He's got lots of stuff to give away. But just take a look at it. He hasn't seen it in years. And just think about the money he would have spent on it when it was new. He makes this big show of how generous he's been. But he's never going to miss it. The widow. She's only got a few things to put in. But she was wearing those just last week. She thinks about how lucky she is. She takes the coat off her back and puts that in too, and walks away quietly. And probably a bit colder. She has given so much more. He only gave what he wouldn't miss. She has given extravagantly to others and to God, more than she could afford.
But, good teacher, what can I do to deserve eternal life?
Why do you call me good? No one's good except for God. You know the commandments. Don't murder, don't lie, don't steal, no illicit sex, honour your mother and your father.
I've kept these as long as I can remember, but I mean, there must be more to it than that. What am I missing out on?
If you really want to be perfect, there's only one thing that you need to do. Sell everything you have. Give your money away to the poor. You will have riches in heaven. And then come. Please, come and follow me.
Sell everything. Rabbi, I don't think you understand. I'm a rich man.
You will have riches in heaven. Will you do it? These disciples of mine, they've done it.
But it's different for them. Is there no other way?
There's no other way for you.
Master, he's going. Won't you call him back and persuade him?
Andrew, he has his own choice to make. Do you realise how hard it is for a person who has everything to enter the kingdom of heaven? You must pity them.
Pity them? Master, you surprise me. It never occurs to me that rich people would be pitied.
No?
They have so many advantages. I mean, it's easy for rich people to be clean and respectable and give money to charity and still find time to do religious things.
Is that what you think? Let me tell you, it's easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than it is for a person who relies on riches to enter the kingdom of heaven.
But then who has any chance at all?
Well, you have no chance if you try and do it yourself. But you have the chance if you trust God to do it.